Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Crossroads Inn. Now, as I record this, I have rather a nasty head cold, so if my voice is a little off during this recording, do please forgive me. Last time in Crossroads Inn, oh boy, did we get some stuff done around here. We robbed Peter to pay Paul, we bought off one bank's loan with another bank's loan, and if I've got to do that again, I'm going to do that again. So we've got some stuff set up here. We finally got our guest room back up and operational. I even gave them a bathtub, and it's working. That's the point. It's working. There are 4 people sleeping there right now. Those are all paying customers. The bard stage is finally working. We've expanded our main hall. We got a massive food order in, so all of these shelves are getting stocked up now. In fact, yeah, they're just taking the last bits of the mega order over here. I say mega order. I've been told that it's a paltry order in comparison to some that I'll have to do later, but for us right now, we're full of stuff. We've got a lot of stuff, and thank you, as always, I say it every time, to my comment section for kind of holding my hand through the Crossroads Inn process. The grain drink that we unlocked the last time, I was told that's actually made to order. We don't store that in a barrel. They will make that as people order it. But we've got the ingredients for it, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. So we've got some money ticking in, and I'm kind of chit-chatting here because my next step is I want to see, with all of these elements in place, with a basic sort of functional tavern here, are we going to be able to keep our head above water and make some kind of profit? I'm sort of just idling along here, watching the money ticking in and seeing if we can kind of make this work, because I obviously want to keep expanding. We've got a lot more to do. The first thing I want to look at today is staffing issues. We've had a few fights in the tavern. There's been incidents. We're just going to call it that. There have been issues where people have been beaten to a bloody pulp and left on the floor, only to resurrect themselves moments later, but I think we should probably put the kibosh on that, because that just doesn't seem good, and I've spent some time in the real world being a bouncer, so I know how important security is. Oh, hey, you're playing darts, and you've got a little thing above your head. Oh, cool. Does that tell me when you're playing darts, and when you're going to be done playing darts? Because I would assume that when you walk away from the dartboard, you're probably done. But good job, you. Well done. Well, yeah, have fun with the dartboard. By the way, we're going to move that all later, so don't get too attached to that. So let's look at hiring some new staff here. I need a thug. There's a sentence I didn't ever think I'd say in my life, but Burned here is a thug, and Anselm is a thug. I also wouldn't mind... Kareem, you are actually a bouncer. You are designated as bouncer, which I am going to assume is a higher tier than thug, so you'll be better at, well, bouncing than other people will. Now, what are your traits? You are greedy. Okay, you're going to want more money. You are sly. Okay. And you are speedy. Right, and you have one hidden trait that I don't know yet. I could unlock it, but I'd rather hold on to those blue scrolls right now. I'm gonna take a chance on you, Kareem. I like you. I like the cut of your jib, sir. You're a level 11 bouncer. 180 gold, that ain't nothing. But let's see what Kareem can do about keeping order in this place. I'd also like to look at either another drudge, another kitchen hand, or another servant. Any of those things. I should probably go with kitchen hand, because we're putting a lot more things on the menu. We are expanding our menu, and I'd like to see if we can do that a little bit more today. How about Jabbar? What's your deal, Jabbar? You're lazy. Okay. But you're loyal. That's nice. Anyone else want to apply for that? Kay, what's your deal? You are brave, and you are greedy, and you are lazy. All right. That's not exactly what I want to see coming out of the gate, Kay. We'll come back to you. We're going to come back to workers. We're just going to put the security guy on, and then we'll see what else we need to do about here. We are generating some money. as I'm chit-chatting here. We are generating some money. The other thing that I was told by several people is that after the latest update, the whole faction thing with the distressed and the outlaws and all those guys has been greatly softened. So we don't need to worry quite as much as we used to about alienating people or appealing to people. We can kind of just decorate as we feel, and basically everyone's just going to get along. I actually might want another drudge before anything else. You look stinky. What's your deal? Do you have issues? Are you tired? Is that your problem? All right, Flavio. Actually, Flavio, you're a valued member of the team. I've sent you out on more than a few missions. Next time I'm sending you out with 200 guldens in your pocket, because that's what everybody wants. I did want to look at getting the staff room done. I said that the last time, and I don't think I can... It's not that I can't put it off for much longer, but these guys do deserve a bit of a break. I'm going to want to reshuffle some things first, and I had some thoughts about that, mostly about the garden. Now, I do love my fences, but I think we're going to just kind of renegotiate these a little tiny bit, if we can, using my handy-dandy control key here to get them exactly where I want. Okay, good. That's step one. Step two is I need to move some things in the kitchen. This is actually going to sit right in the center. This is going to get moved. Where do I want this to be? Sort of over here, actually. Thank you. And then I want a door right there. I've got a plan. And unfortunately, part of the plan means selling these windows. Sorry, folks in the guest room, no more outside view, but you wouldn't have liked it anyway, because I'm about to put a staff room over there. So, staff room 1, 2, and I think 3, but I'm not sure if this is going to interfere with pathing. I can't give you guys a huge staff room right now. It's just not realistic. You're going to have to bear with me here. But we will give you some things. They're not going to be the best things, but you can have, say, I don't know, a bench. Do you want to sit on a bench? What are you? A simple stool. Okay, well, what's your issue? You're tidy, but you break easily. Anything else that feels it should live in the staff room? I could give them a dartboard. That would not be the worst idea in the world. Maybe something they can do while they're in there. But I think for right now, guys, you're just going to have a bench. That it's going to be a very, very basic staff room. It's not that I don't want to spend the money on you. It's just that I don't want to spend the money on you. How about one stool? Wow, this is a really sad guest room. I'm so sorry, guys. But there it is. There it is. That's where you're going to hang out while you're on break. So a couple of things popping up while I was waiting for that to get built. Apparently we're out of mugs. That I can handle, because I do need to do an order for fat as well. I forgot to do that in my large order, and some of these torches are out, and the floors are very dirty. I think we've got to re-look at staffing again very quickly. I think maybe another servant or another drudge. Probably a servant. Do servants do clean? That is like their thing, right? No, not laborer, servant. Okay, so put that back on, just servants. What have we got for hiring there? Take those off. Give me just servants, please. Nobody hire tier, so just Nerul and Rubina. Okay, well, Nerul, you are brave, and you are greedy, and you are lazy. And Rubina, you are lawful and workaholic. Ooh, I like you. You do have 2 hidden traits that I don't know anything about. And the lawful thing, I can't guarantee that we're not going to break the law. But what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to storm off the job? All right. Go ahead, Rubina. Hire yourself, please. Well, I'm hiring you. Now, Rubina, let's take a quick look at you. Yeah, Rubina will do cleaning. I just wanted to confirm that servants will do the cleaning around here. I need everyone cleaning, basically. And then you'll do all the other stuff, too. Why don't you low prioritize gossip? Thank you very much. We've got a lot of people gossiping. We don't need to do that. But maybe a little bit more on the waiting tables and the innkeeping. Why don't you prioritize those, please? So we've got 1 thug on duty and 1 more servant. That's all good. I see Martin is over here playing darts. Maybe not the right time to do that. The place is a little packed. mapped right now. And a couple of things that I want to do on the world map. I want to do a fairly quick and smallish order. Let's use my benchmark here. Wine 71. Okay, that's actually coming down a little bit. Good. All right, so let's remember to not forget to order fat, which you guys don't have. Okay, well, never mind then, Incredible Farmers. Let's go over to Crossroads. They usually have everything. Yeah, you have fat. Let's get a couple of those in. You know what? Let's just get 3 of those in. We're going to need them at some point. Oh, I should check my menu. There shouldn't be anything that I'm out of. I need the better stove for the moss dumplings. I keep looking at this, you can't make this, and wondering why, because we do have all the ingredients. I need the better thing for it. That's fine. I'll work on that in time. Everything else we have. Now, while I'm here, it wouldn't hurt to just order some of the basics, like bread. We have, I think, 2 or 3 things on the menu that have bread. But I've got my fat, and I needed, what the heck else was it that I needed? Oh, mugs, right. They keep telling me I'm out of mugs. Well, fine, get a bunch of mugs then. All right, not a small amount of money to spend on this, and I still don't have enough green scrolls to haggle, but I'm gonna take it. Mostly just, mugs and fat, largely. But I did throw some bread on there because it's cheap and we use a lot of it, so we may as well do that. Now, the extra special stove for the moss dumplings. A, where the heck would I put it? And B, how much is it? Yeah, it's 300 for that simple stove. How big is it? Could I maybe get that to live here? I'm going to hold off on that. You know what? If we don't have the moss you know what? I'm just going to take the moss dumplings off the menu. That's simple enough. Let's just take it right off the menu. If we don't have it, nobody's going to complain about it. There we go. No more moss dumplings. No more problem. Now, that being said out loud, oh hi, no, I didn't want to select a town crier. I just wanted to look maybe for some more recipes that we don't have yet. You don't appear to have anything, although I could send somebody there to get healed if they get sick. How about Dutrol? No, I think we already got your recipe. Anyone else got anything kicking around here? You've got something. Pate, excuse me. Pate with cranberries. Ooh, there's a lot going on there, though. There's a lot going on that we don't have. Turkey, berries, eggs. Yeah, that's a lot of ingredients to start ordering just for one thing. Peeping Tom, you got anything good? Soldier snack, right. Fried egg on toast. That I could probably handle. Even more so if we could unlock the chickens and whatnot and make our own eggs. Speaking of things like chickens and beehives and whatnot, I'm going to move the garden at this point, just because I feel there may be pathing issues. I mean, this is Crossroads Inn. We kind of have a thing for pathing issues around here. But I will put up the 3rd garden patch again. Now, I was corrected in the comments of saying, it's not really efficient for you to be gardening things that you're not even using and you don't really get much out of the garden, etc., etc. It's probably just better to buy it. But you know what? I've got a garden. I'm using it. That's just kind of the way it goes around here. We are going to plant potatoes in here. Now, what have I got going on in here? What am I growing in here? Anything? Onions. Okay, super. And I'm pretty sure I've watered them, but let's just make sure of that. And you, by the way, you can be watered as well. That brings me to the composting issue. Yes, the composting, where we're taking the waste products from the outhouses and recycling them into the compost. P.S., by the way, I was told what the soap is for, and it's for something vitally important. When we grow vegetables after using the compost, they need to get a bit of a wash because of the fertilizer that we're using. I'm sorry, I just cannot eat those vegetables. But I want to make sure that we're actually doing this. We have to turn this on. So produce fertilizer, please. Take whatever you get out of here, put it into there. Oh, that's just disgusting. It's been a while since we spent any of our points on upgrades here. Let's see what we can do with that. We do have the rat cages up. We could get some meat from rats and then possibly turn it into a sausage. I'd really like to see where the beekeeping thing is. Where does that actually live? That looks like bread. That's cabbages. Storing ice. Bards. Unlocks bards? I feel we already have bards. We had a whole episode about them glitching out. Where does beekeeping live? It's all the way over here after the nobles. We're going to need to unlock the nobles before we get anything close to beekeeping. Fair enough. And there's chickens, too. We need really fancy people to come in here before we can get any of the cool outside stuff like chickens and bees and whatnot. And delightful. The composting thing is making compost out of what we got out of the outhouse. I'm so sorry, patrons of this inn. It's just really kind of gross around here right now. Wouldn't kill me to throw up another table. That would not be the worst idea I've ever had. What's the rating on our main hall right now? How are we actually kind of doing with that? Our main hall is a solid 1.5 stars. Woot. All right. Are there any sort of minor decorations that I could throw down that are relatively inexpensive? There's a tufted earth plant that's relatively cheap. I think we could probably work with that. Let's throw one of those, say, right by the door over here, and maybe another one over in the guest room, kind of pretty that up a little bit, right by the bathtub. That will be delightful. What else could we pop in around here? There's that pelt thing. Yeah, pelt 1. That's my favorite pelt. I think it kind of jumped the shark after pelt 2 and 3. So pelt 1... relatively inexpensive in the grand scheme of things. Maybe that wants to live right over there. Cool, I like that. All right, back on. Thank you very much. Let's keep the money ticking in, please. I wouldn't mind throwing down a rug or something, but I don't know if that makes aesthetic sense right now. Good, you've got a bunch of plates. Good. And with nothing pressing at the moment, we may as well move the story along a little bit. So our next thing is we have to send one of our own employees down to Rakoti to talk about, see if we can find what's going on with the Countess. She sent us a very frantic letter saying that she's going into hiding, and I'd rather get this done than not get it done, even though I've been advised don't move the story along too quickly. You're not going to be able to afford it, frankly. But I'd like to get this moving along, if only because I hope it will stop the pop-ups of people talking about where the Countess is. So I've got a good choice of people I could send there. I could send my bouncer there. Yeah, the inn is fairly peaceful at the moment. Let's send Kareem down there. Kareem, off you go, Sparky. Figure out what's going on with the Countess and, report back. And in the meantime, I'll try to keep the peace around here. Well, Kareem made it to Rakoti. The city guards have shown them the way to the bandit camps and asked to say hello. Your servant's unsure how to respond to that. I'm unsure, too. Okay, we can ask the city guards if they've heard about the Countess. We can ask them to get rid of the bandits. We can pay them to get rid of the bandits. Or we can just send Kareem home. Let's see if they've heard about the Countess knowingly and start laughing and gesturing rudely. Hey, that's not very nice. I got traveler's gossip, though. Wow, I just got, 15 red scrolls. Okay, I feel, seeing as we're down to basically 2 options at this point, we're either paying them or they're going to tell us to pound sand. Alright, if I give you guys 500 gold, will you get rid of the bandits? Oh, we got way more scrolls, too, and lost 500 guldens. Apparently the bandits pay them much more. Oh dear, that didn't work out so well. Can you get rid of the bandits? No. Oh, they did actually tell us to pound sand. They're kicking dirt at us. Wow, okay, called that one. Alright, off you come home, Kareem. That's fine. I got my little... Oh, hang on, Alstero is here. Hi. Two Fish, greatest name in the game, where the bandits are hiding. Now time for a glorious fight. Yeah, I just lost 500 guldens for you, Alstero. Maybe you could help out, chip in, I don't know. Why don't you set out right now, Alstero? You have a great name, but I'm not that keen on you. Alas, we need to go subtly about this quest. Oh, good. And we need to know as much as we can. Well, I know they're 500 guldens richer, Alstero. They're probably very inebriated at this point because they probably went off to whatever the local tavern is down there with my 500 guldens. Use your contacts. I don't have contacts. I have a bouncer. Okay, we'll work on that, Alstero. Well, it looks like the next thing we have to do is send Alstero to the rescue. Use rumors to learn everything about bandit camps in the area. Now, what does that entail? It probably entails spending these red scrolls in some way, seeing as we just got a bunch of them. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, but Bandit Camp just popped up. I was looking at Rakodi because I thought we'd have to do something down there, but a Bandit Camp just completely popped up here. Well, let's look at it, first of all. Got a problem is more of a statement than a question. Fair enough. What do I need to know about you? What do I do with you? Saving the Countess. Okay, great. I have no idea what to do with this. Saving the Countess 1, 2, or 3. Right. We don't know how many threats they are. Don't know what the reward is. Don't know anything at all, really. Can I... Oh, gotcha. All right, here's where we're spending scrolls. 5 scrolls to unlock these things. Fine. The only person I can send is Alstero. I would certainly like to get reports of the quest. You have a 0% chance of success. 0%. Is anything else better? No, Alstero is basically useless. Completely and utterly useless. So I'm going to send him out anyway, because I just spent the scrolls. I don't think I'm getting them back. So off you go, Two Fish. Try not to mess this up. There's another bandit camp down here. Well, I'm sure I can't send Alstero. Oh, you have an 81.7% chance now. Oh, this is saving the Countess too. Yeah, go do that, man. And I don't know, go do this one as well. This is saving the Countess 3, of which you have a 0% chance. Well, spend the scrolls. We've got them. May as well do it. Off you go. Oh, it needs a dexterity 5. You have a dexterity 2. Right. Alstero, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Two Fish. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. I'm going to be very clear with you. You may have heard, Alstero, ain't no one tuning into the wee hours for competent gameplay, so I'm largely Mr. Two Fish. Just clicking things and hoping that you're going to live through all of this. But off you go, Sparky. And while I've no doubt sent Alstero to his untimely demise, I'm going to raise the prices in the guest room because they're super happy about 38 gulden. So what does it take to make you sort of meh about things? Ooh, you'll pay quite a bit. Why don't you pay 43 and you're still happy about life? Okay, cool. In the meantime, I'll try and work on making this place a little tiny bit nicer for you. I'd like to throw down another torch, but we all know the pathing issues with Crossroads Inn. I don't really have a good place to put it. Oh, hi, Alstero. You didn't save the Countess. I'm not surprised. You had a 0% chance of doing it. I know how numbers work, Alstero. How come I've scoured the whole camp and left no stone unturned? No trace of the lady, but I did help a few poor souls and destroyed a bandit camp. Okay, now what? You'll scout another camp. I think I've pretty much queued you up to do that, so luck with that, Chief. I'm going to keep poking along with the guest room and just put a little rug here. It's not a cheap rug, but we got it. We unlocked it. We may as well have it. It's going to have a little rug there at the front. It's basically some beds and a whole crowd of decoratives by the corner here. So hopefully you guys will like it even more than you did before and maybe pay a little more for it. Okay, I want to get some more stuff on the menu while Alstero's out kind of doing his thing there. What was the place that had the soldier's snack? No, not you. Well, you, yes, but actually that. Okay, soldier snack, send Flavio. Flavio, can you just take 200 gulden with you, please? Because he's going to ask for it. Flavio, off you go, Sparky. And what could we do here? Oh, no, that's Alstero doing his jam. Right on. What's the, that's still the bandit camp. No, trying to get onto Peeping Tom here. There we go. What decorative you have? Oh, you have Pelt 2. Yeah, I not as fussed about that as I might want to be. Although while I'm out in the world here, we're starting to run out of things, particularly sausage. We do have a lot of things that have sausage. Well, we have 2 things. Okay, let's spend some money here. So get 2 sausages in play. Breaded mushrooms, we need the mushrooms and the herbs. Okay, fair enough. Have some mushrooms and have some... Oh, hi. Local chef is not interested. Yes, I just take the 200 gulden with you. All of them want that. All right, now I got to start my order all over again. Hey, put it in pause mode. That's fussy when that happens. Right, back to the who's the what's it there, Incredible Farmers. There we go. They're always pretty good to us. So with soldier snack on the menu, which again is basically just a fried egg on toast, it's not that dramatic. Do you guys not have eggs? You don't have eggs. Well, spiffy. Okay, I need to figure out who does have eggs, because I don't want to do an order just for eggs. I'd rather just get all the things at once. Okay, how about, well, Crossroads? You guys generally have everything. Little inflated prices, but you do have it. You don't have eggs either, do you? No, I'm going to have to unlock eggs. Right, okay, so Soldier Snack is going to have to come off the menu, clearly. Let me go back to Incredible Farmers and do the order I was going to do, and then I'll take Soldier Snack off the menu. I'm just going to poke around real quick and just see if anyone else has eggs. No, not that I can find, and I threw some other things on here. One thing of wine, one thing of lager, a thing of mugs, some more bread. We're always using bread. I do have the 5 green scrolls, so I may as well take the discount. It just makes sense. Go ahead and get that on there, Sparky, and let's take Soldier Snack off the menu. We've still got the kvass, so that'll be totally fine, which again is bread and water. I'm pretty confident that is in fact wallpaper paste, but here we are. Yeah, the addition of the rug bumps my guest room up to a solid 2 stars now. That's not the worst Yelp review in the world. So let's see how much you guys are willing to pay for that. A little bit more to get you into meh. A little tiny bit more to get you into that. That's fine. That's just a little bit extra gulden coming in the front door here. I wouldn't mind. Next time I've got a decent amount of cash, which may involve us playing the Bank of Untermarch against the Bank of Sambria, I wouldn't mind just blowing this whole guest room out and doubling the amount of beds. It's certainly a popular room. People are sleeping here all the time. Oh, hi, Alstero. How'd you do on number 2 here? What's happened? Are you all right? The body of Two-Fish Alstero has never been better. I would dispute that, Two-Fish. I think you could shave a few pounds off of that. Bandits were hardly a challenge, but I did enjoy the fight. Countess has, in fact, murdered her husband. Oh, dear. We're kind of allied with her. I'm sorry for pulling you into this. She had no choice. It was her husband, so what? I'm going to go with 2 sides to every story because we are allied with her, and I'm not actually that crazy about Alstero, although he has a fantastic name. That's not all. Along with the Countess, the bandits were holding captive her servant. Sadly, did not have as much luck as her. Found him, he was barely alive. He whispered a secret. Okay, what was it? Do not trust you enough to share this information with you. Oh dear. Right. Ask your friend the Countess. I will. I would be happy to. May she herself tell you about the royal blood she spilled. You don't mean King Owen, do you? Oh, that makes Alstero like us a little bit more. Despite all this, remember, I do consider you a friend. Okie doke. I don't necessarily feel the same way about you, Alstero, but thanks for that. And I've got my little happy you did something music. What did we actually do? Confront the Countess is the next thing. Got it. Okay, so we've sent Alstero to the rescue. We've talked to Alstero. We need to confront the Countess. With all those little happy noises, I should probably spend some more time unlocking things, but I'd really like to get to nobles and townsfolk. That would be my ideal there. I do want to unlock some other things. Ooh, let's unlock the fireplace. Why not? We get a bunch of these points. Let's unlock them. Workers get tired more slowly. Sold. Unlocks cauldrons. Sold. Unlocks washers. I'm pretty sure we've already got that, but let's unlock it anyway. And what's this? Employees will travel 50% faster on the world map. That's pretty good. I do like that. But what do we got here? Take a fee from people using the outhouses. Not necessarily opposed to that. What have we got over in contestant number 2 here? Workers looking for a job. That is nice. Reduces the cost of advertising. That's quite good. I'm going to take that. 25% chance of getting extra gossip. Larders for storing meat. Ah, right. That sounds like a construction project. I'm going to need a freezer. And I'm going to need ice. Okay, we're going to come back to that one. Cereals. Oh, I've got that grain drink. I could make my own cereal for that. And the quern, which allows for creating flour from cereals. I mostly just want the grains, thank you. Additional level, unlocks bards. I'm pretty sure I've already unlocked them, but I'll do it again. Why not? Dugouts for storing ice, cabbages, and bread oven. I'm just going to bank those 2 points right now. I'm not thrilled by any of the other things. Okay, with that being done, can I now... I gotta wait for this to be done. Oh, hi! You're back. Super. Hello! Welcome. I don't know how to express my gratitude. Yeah, I sent a really vaguely competent knight, sort of, to your rescue, I think. He had a 0% chance of helping you, and it seems it's worked out that way. Here are the papers I promised you. You can freely extend your trading routes to Sambria. There's hardly anything else I can offer you. Cursed family of my late husband has seized my fortune and holdings. Man has convinced a judge I'm not of noble descent. Oh dear. Sucks to be you. Once you take your rightful place on the Yorvale throne, we'll have to do something about them. I entirely agree. I'm growing to like you more and more. You're devious. I like that in a person. I will no longer help you. I've learned that you took part in a plot against the king. We'll see about that. You better tell me the truth of the royal blood that's on your hands, or you're not leaving this inn alive. Oh dear. Well, I mean, let's not go nuts here. That's an intimidation check, and this is a deception check, and this is just chit-chatting with her. Right. I do actually want to continue to help her. I have no particular problem with her, although she does spend an awfully long time in my inn and has very, very fussy demands. I'm gonna try the deception? I failed. Okay. Keep your threats to yourself. Okay, who else was involved in this hideous coup? Ooh, lots of people, apparently. Lady Commander Jadine Montre. Keep the royal cupbearer occupied. Head of the investigation. It seems like there's a lot going on here. Well, let's address the obvious one. Did you kill your husband? Which is a very blunt question. It's true in a way, but I did not stay in the way of the assassin's hand. Okay, so you didn't personally kill him, but it happened. Lady Commander forced me and orchestrated the whole thing. Who is this Lady Commander? Commander of the Yorvale Army. Hint was in the title there. How can I find her? Their main station is in Bandit Camp, in the north, most famous Yorvale fortress, and she has a whole army. You'd be a fool to challenge her. I'm not challenging her. I'm just going to invite her over for a drink. It could be a potential demographic I want to appeal to. Who else is involved in this? Roxbury. Yeah, no surprise there. Prince was responsible for the royal wine. That is all. Okay, super. Now what, Countess? Farewell, thanks for rescuing me. Maybe you'll hear from me again. I have no doubt that I will. No doubt that I will. And I've got my little happy music. Well, apparently I've watched the Countess as she's leaving, so I'll claim that reward. And I believe I've confronted the Countess. Maybe I actually have to wait for her to be off the property or something like that. Where did she go? Oh, okay. Well, apparently the Lady Commander really, really hates Untermarch. Hey, I have no particular problem with them. Why are you running in here? What? Why are you running? What? Who are you? What? Are you my... Who are you? Did you just come in and take onions for no readily explainable reason? Okay, it seems like there's a fight. Right. Oh, hi, Martin. Martin, I've got a lot going on right now. Somebody tried to steal onions, and my bouncer stopped him. It was very exciting, Martin. Why are you popping up to tell me things? We had a cutscene about the Lady Commander, and she hates Untermarch, and then there was a fight, and onions were stolen. Martin, there's a lot going on, man. Soldiers, I haven't seen this many in ages. Another war is brewing. Okay, I gotta throw this thing on pause because there's a lot of information coming in, and you look important, Callistair, and I'm seeing a lot. Oh, there's the Lady Commander right there. Love your haircut, by the way. That is fantastic. Excellent. So there's a lot going on. There's soldiers everywhere. One of them just tried to steal onions from me, but then we punched him. That's so fun. These guys are just having a drink, but this guy needs a room, and Two Fish is not here, but somehow he's renting the room. There's a lot going on in Crossroads Inn right now, so I think that's an excellent place to call it. I really just wanted to focus on the guest room today, but that hasn't really worked out. We did put a very nice rug down, though, and now it's a 2-star guest room, and there are soldiers invading. I feel we're hitting a plot point here in Crossroads Inn. So I'm going to call it here on Crossroads Inn, and we'll pick up some more of this next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? Is it just a show about foxes all the time? If so, is that some sort of subtle esoteric thing about being a weapons manufacturer, or is it just stuck on the Nature Channel?